They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. It is a great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The sure hands, it's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Robinson. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes a catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchup.
Touchdown, midshipmen! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. It'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pressure coming. Finds some time. Still on his feet at the 35. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Falcons decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
The quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Still looking, on the move. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on third down. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Navy! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coffee. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the 1st. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. The Falcons will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Coffee. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force!
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, midshipmen! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 25 team, the Louisville Cardinals.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Tigers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
The Falcons now set to take over on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right on the money. Might have a chance. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Those are the kind of mistakes that will absolutely kill you. Get an explosive play, and they bring it back because of a penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throwing right. It's caught. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's...
And he's got room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing, and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Gets it to the back. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll run the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty...
Snags it, and he's open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. The run to the left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Robinson again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We reach the break, and Navy holds the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks. First down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Quarterback making checks. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
There's some... Got enough space. Touchdown, Navy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the screen. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Falcons want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The short hands, it's Ward. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fears the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll take a shot. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodge by this offense.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the fourth quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll keep it on the ground. Here's a little room there. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, midshipman. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coffee. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw it again. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.